the heck? Hey there, everybody. First Alert Meteorologist Keith Gibson. I am tracking some strong storms here across northeastern Wisconsin. We have a cluster of severe storms that are hail producers. And just bear with me as I walk back to the computer here and catch my breath. Had to run downstairs real quick. Okay, so we have some storms here across northeastern Wisconsin. Let's dive into what we have going on here. And it looks like we have a newly issued tornado watch as well. So let's get into our discussion here. All right, 7:33 here. Ooh, I gotta catch my breath. 7:33 on our Monday evening here. Okay, first let me toggle off some of the severe alerts. Tornado watch looks like it includes all of our area until 2 a.m. Okay, we'll get to that in just a split second. But first, the tornado watch, or the severe thunderstorm warnings. Now, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Marinette County and southeastern Florence County until 8 o'clock. We also have a storm right over and near Lakewood for northern Oconto County until 8 o'clock. This is also including parts of eastern Langley County until 8 o'clock. So these storm warnings go until 8 o'clock. Let me zoom out here real quick. Here's the big picture. We have some strong storms across the North Woods, hail producers, a broken line farther south, subsevere. But let's go back to the north and show you where we have the largest hail being detected right now, which at this point doesn't look to be too terribly intense. We had some indications earlier with the storm near Crandon that had perhaps the size of a quarter. That still could be possible, but we could have some large quantities of some smaller hail here this evening. This would be some dime, nickel, penny-sized hail right now currently being detected by First Alert Viper Max, and that is what we are dealing with right now. As far as a wind threat, it doesn't look like it's going to be outlandish at this point. Let's go to our shear rate, and there are pockets of some strong wind here, northern parts of Marinette County and around Lakewood. So we do have some wind and some hail issues right now with the storms. Let me track this out for you. We'll do a squall track here. Again, this whole line is lifting to the northeast at about 50 miles per hour. So these are fast movers. And I'll throw on a couple of additional cities for you here this evening. And we'll go down the line here. So Lakewood getting in the action right now, but downstream, It looks like these would be near Dunbar by 7:40, Amberg by 8 o'clock, and Wasaki about 8:09, and crossing the Menominee River here after that. So northern parts of Marinette County, northern parts of Oconto County, really under the gun for the strongest wind gusts could be up to 60 miles per hour, and also some penny, nickel, quarter size hail as this activity lifts to the northeast. So that is the current expectation as far as the severe weather threat. Let me throw on the lightning for you real quick. And there is a lot of lightning within this view alone. And over the last 5 minutes, about 363 strikes here as we've gone throughout the last couple of minutes across northeastern Wisconsin. So a lot of stuff happening here tonight. And I just hope that you have a way to get some watch and warning information here as we go throughout the evening hours, because we still expect some stronger storms back to the northwest to come on in here, or back to the west rather, to come on in here as we go throughout the evening hours. Okay, so this is the current view of our local area. Now let's talk about the bigger picture real quick. And I should mention that if you do have some weather reports and some pictures, videos, you can upload them through our First Alert Weather app, or First Alert News app rather, or our website. And we'd love to know what's been happening out there as far as the hail here this evening. So let me turn off a lot of this stuff and go to some of our reports. And with some of these storms we've had this evening, we did have hail the size of about a ping pong ball out towards Iron River, Michigan. That was earlier just after 6 o'clock. And I did see a couple of pictures that were pretty large too. So some large hail and also some wind gusts that could be, that have been not with a thunderstorm, but we've also had some gusty wind upwards of 50 miles per hour here, 47 miles per hour down towards Oshkosh earlier today at 5:45. So we've had some wind away from the storms, and we've also had some hail with the storms. And let's go back to that tornado watch situation. And let me toggle on the tornado watch. And this does include, let me correct myself from earlier, this does not include the Fox Valley or the Lakeshore. This does include areas north and west of the Fox Valley. For these areas in the red, this goes until 2 a.m. So this is this new tornado watch until 2 a.m. this evening, tonight rather, and this will be something that will be continuing to watch for. This area is where we will watch for more storm development. As I expand the view just a little bit, we have the storms we're working on locally, but we are also watching storms back to the west here, and this is a pretty nasty line of storms out towards Eau Claire. And as a matter of fact, hot off the press here, this is a confirmed tornado warning now for areas just south and southeast of Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and this warning is until 8:15. This purple flashing box, this is a confirmed tornado warning now, or warning issued for a confirmed tornado out here in this part of the state. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a couplet developing right here. That is south of Eau Claire. Oh, this is about 10 miles south of Eau Claire, 10, 11 miles south of Eau Claire. So this is a confirmed tornado warning now. And that is something that we will watch, because these storms out here will be eventually coming into northern Wisconsin. And our shear rate is picking up on that particular rotation right there, areas of spin within the atmosphere. So let's turn the tornado watch off here and go back to our warnings and concentrate on the storm warning out here in the western part of the state, Eau Claire. This is a confirmed tornado warning. So we will watch this, and that line goes all the way back down to Rochester and Austin, Minnesota. And this is going to be coming in our general direction. This is the lapse over the last hour. So things are getting a little bit more active here. If you've been following our discussion over the last 1 to 2 days, we've been talking about a lot of wind energy in the atmosphere. We still have that. There's this low-level jet that is cranking on up. And not everyone's going to have severe weather this evening, but some of us will, and some of us are getting it right now. And so we have the storms back to the west, but we will focus again back on our northeastern Wisconsin storms right now and taking it back closer to home at 7:40. A couple of severe thunderstorm warnings here to the north of Green Bay. This is near Lakewood and up into northern parts of Marinette County, Athelstane, Goodman, Dunbar, near Mountain and parts of Oconto County too. So some large hail or large quantities of some smaller hail a possibility here this evening with these storms. And if you're just tuning on into the stream, these areas are under the gun for a severe thunderstorm warning until 8 o'clock. That does include northern Marinette County, parts of Forest and Oconto counties, and Langley County, and also Florence County. So all of these yellow boxes right here, just severe thunderstorm warnings. I say just because they're not tornado warnings, but we could still have some large hail and some strong damaging wind within this. So this is our wind velocity, but I'm going to clean this up and go to our shear rate. And when we show this, this is where we would have some pockets of some extra gusty wind. And you can see some of this right here outlined in the green. One severe thunderstorm warning was just canceled. And we now just have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, again, until 8 o'clock for these storm cells that look like they have pulsed down just a little bit here this evening. So that's certainly good news, but really, we still have to be on guard for some more development later on. Now, over the last 5 minutes, I've toggled on the lightning here, 262 strikes across northeastern Wisconsin in this one view alone. And I'm going to take this back a few minutes here and show you that about 7:22, we had 463 strikes. So in about 20 minutes, we've lost over 100 of those. So things have pulsed down just a little bit here. We have a lot of lightning. And let's go to our sky cam in Shawano, as a matter of fact. And we should have a pretty good downpour in view here, I would guess, as this thunderstorm activity is moving through right now. So this is a live view from Shawano, not under a severe thunderstorm warning at this time, but you are under a thunderstorm in general at this time, just a regular thunderstorm that is producing a lot of lightning and some downpours. So just batten down the hatches here. Of course, if you hear thunder, in theory, you can be struck by lightning. And I should mention that these storms have actually produced some interesting lightning across our region today with strikes way outside of where the storm is actually falling. And you can see that right here. So southeast of Shawano, where there's no rain falling, we're getting some lightning strikes. And these storms have been prolific lightning producers today. And you just have to be extra careful. If you can hear thunder, you can be struck by lightning. So the lightning has ramped up as a whole today in the region. Right now in these storms that are in our immediate area, things have pulsed down just a tad, but there's more storms back here west of Wausau. Check that out. Those have flared back up real quick, and tons of lightning back with those cells here west of Merrill and Wausau. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the atmosphere tonight. And let's just do another storm track on the activity we have here across northeastern Wisconsin. I'm going to turn that lighting off. It is just a lot going on right now. So this whole line is from Iron Mountain up to down to Shawano is moving northeast about 50 miles per hour. And this is the latest storm track I have for you as of this time. A couple of cities we're plotting now. So Iron Mountain, you're getting rain right now. Another storm for sure. And Pembine, 757. We have Crivets on the map now, 809. And after that, it would be out towards Porterfield and the Menominee River. So areas in northern Marinette County and northern parts of Oconto County, all the way down into Shawano County, we do have some strong storms. But the only official warnings right now are for the storm cells here between Lakewood and Iron Mountain right here. Those go until 8 o'clock, so about another 15 minutes. But we will just keep a close eye on all of this activity as we go throughout the evening hours. I'm going to go back to our storm relative velocity, and we look for little kinks in the line, and I don't really see anything overwhelmingly crazy here at this time. There are a couple of interesting things that you could pick out, a couple of these little kinks in here, but this is nothing too problematic at this time as far as tornado rotation. This is likely going to be, this is about 4,000 feet above the ground here if we're going to get some of this elevated rotation. That's a mesocyclone that is producing these storms that could produce the hail here. So this is more of a hail threat right now. And as the storms back to the west come on in, that's where we could see these little kinks that could give rise to the tornado threat or the localized tornado threat that we still have on the table here. So that is our local situation. I do want to go back over to where we have this confirmed tornado ongoing over here in the Eau Claire area. Let's go to our La Crosse radar. And this is where we have a very strong signature on radar. This would be this area right in here, southeast of Eau Claire, approaching the Fall Creek area and Augusta here. And that is the outlined purple box. That is where we do have a tornado that has been confirmed. Let's go to our correlation coefficient here. And I'm going to go back a couple of notches here. And there it was, yeah. So we go back to 737. There was the tornado signature right here. That was what prompted the tornado warning south of Eau Claire. That's a debris signature. When you see the blues mixed on into all of that red and gobbledygook right there, that blue, that was the tornado. It touched down. It lifted some stuff up into the atmosphere. That's what it detected. So that was 737, and now it's 747. We've lost that tornado debris signature. So it looks like that circulation may have lifted from the ground, but we're still looking at the storm relative velocity data right here. And there's still a couple of areas where red and green are very close. And that's where there could be some additional spin that could eventually come back down to ground level here. So this is western Wisconsin near Eau Claire outside of our area, but I want to give you the heads up here on our stream tonight that we do have these storms that could produce something like that even here into northeastern Wisconsin. So let's just take the super wide view of the situation tonight. And as of now, there's really not a lot of active severe thunderstorm or tornado warnings with this activity, but we have pockets of very intense thunderstorms that are producing some issues across the region. And between now and about 2 or 3 a.m., this is the window of opportunity that we will have more severe thunderstorms that will be more what am I trying to say? More severe thunderstorms that could be a little bit more problematic down the line here that could produce the wind, the hail, and even that isolated tornado threat if we get a little bow structure like the one that's out towards Eau Claire right now. So just resetting the situation, it is 7:50. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Keith Gibson, and I'm going to pop back over to my computer real quick just to say hi, and then we're going to go back to the radar. All right, so let me go back and just let you know that all right, there I am. Okay, so there's First Alert Viper Max. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Keith Gibson. Meteorologist David Ernst is in the building as well, and we will be babysitting the situation here all evening long, and we will have somebody staffed here in the building, at least one, probably 2 or 3 throughout the evening and the overnight hours until the severe weather threat is done. So right now, we are monitoring a couple of things, and we still have a couple of other things that we'll be watching out for later on this evening. Okay. Enough of me. Let's go back to First Alert Viper Max and continue our discussion here. The warnings that have been issued for northeastern Wisconsin go until 8 o'clock, and let's fly back in and see how things are going right now. We still have some thunder, some lightning. There's our lightning count, 377 strikes in this view alone. And we're getting what looks to be a little bit of a low-level rotation shear marker here. This is not our storm relative velocity signature. This is our base velocity. So there is some wind shear going on here. That's what this little cone is between Lakewood and Woosauki. we watch for these things to develop as we put on our storm relative velocity here. We're probably not going to see a crazy signature, but we still see a little bit of rotation here, at least elevated about 3,800 feet. And this is this is southwest of Athelstane, and this is about 13.5 miles southwest of Athelstane as of the last scan. It's also worth noting these storms are racing to the northeast here, folks. And so the radar we're showing you is delayed a little bit from what is actually happening. So you need to extrapolate what we are showing a little bit out in time here. So areas right along US 41 from, I'm going to zoom out just a tad, from Iron Mountain down into the Crivets area, Coleman, along Highway 64. These storms right here are approaching these communities right here. So if you're along the 141 corridor right now, this is where we would have the best chance for some of this severe activity. But right now, as far as the radar picture goes, we have lost a lot of the signatures for the very large hail. We are still looking at some gusty wind potential here. We'll put on our shear rate. So there could be some strong wind for sure, and large quantities of some smaller hail, a lot of lightning, heavy downpours here as it continues to track to the northeast at about 50 miles per hour. So if you're just tuning on into the stream, that's what we're dealing with tonight. A couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that go for another 8 minutes or so. It is 7:52. These warnings will, at this point, be set to expire at 8 o'clock here. And let me go in and check out our chat room here real quick, and we'll see how things are progressing with the folks at the Weather Service. And we're all in this together here, all of us in the weather community, to make sure that you all stay safe here this evening. Doesn't look like we have any additional updates to present to you other than what I've been telling you. The storms seem to have peaked and now are decreasing just a little bit here. So we'll see if these warnings get extended past 8 o'clock. But downstream, we've got these storms that are not severe, but there's definitely some thunder and lightning in this that goes down towards the Shawano area, into northern Outagamie County, north and west of Oshkosh, down towards Winneconne, and out towards Ripon and Metelo, way down there in Green Lake County. So our forecast models this evening actually did a pretty good job with this situation, I think, relative to where they were yesterday, picking up on this initial wave right here. The strongest has been up here across the North Woods, where it looks like the cap on the atmosphere is not really existing. Farther south, there has been a lid on the atmosphere from Green Bay south today, this evening. So that has been limiting the coverage, the strength, the volume of any serious weather farther south. But it has been a little bit more unstable here and a little bit less of a cap across the north. And that's why we have more lightning and more severe weather and more hail that has been ongoing up across the North Country and the UP as we've gone throughout the course of the last couple of hours. So this is the big picture. We'll turn all that lightning off and put this back into motion. These storms flared up, and it looks like they're quickly, this first wave is lifting to the northeast. This will be pushing into more of Menominee County, Michigan soon. And then we'll just be watching for these storms back to the west here, out here between Rhinelander and Wausau. And of course, this arcing line of storms way out back to the west towards Eau Claire and southeastern Minnesota that doesn't have a lot of warnings with it, but there is that one confirmed tornado that did occur south of Eau Claire earlier as the storm rotated on through that area. And there's still a confirmed tornado warning with that. No debris signature at this time there, but I would say there's still a little bit of rotation with that storm cell. Likely broadening out just a little bit. Again, this is to our west. This is right along Interstate 94 southeast of Eau Claire. So if you know anybody out here, west of Augusta in this area, this is where in southeast in Eau Claire County and these areas southeast of Eau Claire, this is where we have that rotation. Again, confirmed tornado, that debris signature at 7:37. And as of now, not showing that debris signature, which is good. But that did occur not too long ago. So this whole line, I'm going to zoom out here. this whole line that you see is going to be eventually sweeping into eastern and northeastern Wisconsin as we go throughout the evening hours. So our prime window of opportunity for strong storms on a more widespread basis still looks like it's going to be later this evening, but we're watching for the potential for some of these isolated strong storms to flare up out ahead of the main line. That has indeed occurred, and now it's going to be a waiting game for the rest of the evening and the overnight hours to see how things evolve from this point. So it is 7:56, and we will continue to watch things evolve here. Right now, it looks like the severe threat in the near term is pulsing down across northeastern Wisconsin. So I suspect, just looking at the radar trend here, the Weather Service will be allowing these warnings to expire. And it looks like the severe thunderstorm warning for Florence and northern Marinette counties will expire at 8 o'clock. So that one will go. And then it looks like the other one for we'll probably lose the other one as well at this point. So that is where we stand here as of 7:56 on our Monday evening across northeastern Wisconsin. We do encourage you to stay safe if you are dealing with storms, but you can, of course, go to our website, WBAY.com/photos, and check out some of the pictures that we had from earlier today. I'm going to pop those over here to my window right now. This is some hail we had in the Fox Crossing area earlier this morning from Jen. And so you can upload these pictures and videos to our website through the website itself or through your First Alert News app. And this is another picture from Joel here. This was earlier today, some large quantities of some smaller hail. So that was earlier today. And if you have any reports to pass along, please do so if you can safely. We would love to see what's been happening out there this evening. There has likely been a lot of hail here over the last hour. These are the hail swaths across a good chunk of the North Woods here. There's a swath here. This is one, likely a few more here, and maybe some smaller hail in the Shawano area too. So that is the main concern right now, large quantities of some smaller hail here, and then a lot of lightning, dangerous lightning. You don't want to be outside with that lightning that's ongoing here. And we're getting some of that lightning to start to pop down towards Appleton and the Fox Valley. We'll go to Appleton real quick with our sky cam here. I moved it back to the west, and we should be able to see the sky darkening right here, downtown College Avenue, dry. But it's threatening now looking back to the west, and we will have some rain and some thunder. Currently non-severe, but that is coming your general direction. Let's go back to our Shawano sky cam real quick here. And we have wet pavement from what we've been dealing with here, that thunderstorm that moved on through. And we just will see how things evolve here. So it is 7:58. It looks like these storms are pulsing down just a little bit here. And let me go back into my chat room. Otherwise, I hope you all are doing okay tonight. It was a very warm day, low 80s, Appleton, the Fox Valley. You've got into the mid 70s in Green Bay. Cooler Lakeside as expected. But, all right, here we go. Okay, cool. David was just passing me a note here. So we're probably going to go to at 8 o'clock, once these warnings go back to normal, we will probably just keep you on a loop of our radar here as we go throughout the evening hours. And we'll be back onto our stream here as we go throughout the evening when we get more warnings. But things seem to be simmering down at this time. And we'll just see how things go. So that is the lay of the land here as of 8 o'clock. A lot of thunderstorms producing a lot of lightning, large quantities of smaller hail perhaps in some of these hailstorm cores. And we did have a report not too long ago from Anago of some half-inch hail. So that was verifying some of the hail we've been tracking here. That was about 7:10 this evening. So again, hail, the main concern with some of these storms this evening, and lightning and downpours. No tornado threat with this particular activity, but that is still on the table as the second line of storms comes on in from western Wisconsin. So as of right now, the severe thunderstorm warnings have been allowed to expire, and we have a tornado watch. Let's go back to that. The severe thunderstorm warnings have been allowed to expire. So let's go to our tornado watch here and show you. This goes until 11, or not 11, this goes until 2 a.m. for areas that do include Waushara, Wapaka, Shawano, Menominee, Langley, Forest, Marinette, and Oconto counties. Tornado watch until 2 a.m. And that is really encompassing the storms back in western Wisconsin that will likely hold together in some shape or fashion and then get into parts of northeastern Wisconsin by that time. No official watch yet for the Fox Valley. We think by 1 or 2 a.m. there's likely going to be a line of thunderstorms at some point moving through the Fox Valley. But right now, areas west and northwest of the Fox Valley under that tornado watch. But right now, we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings in play. We have a lot of lightning and non-severe storms. Let's go back in and check the hail out real quick before I dump this back to a radar loop, and we can go about our business in the near term. Just some non-severe storms, some large quantities of some smaller hail here from the Shawano area back to Marinette County. So any one of these storms could produce a little bit of hail, downpours, lots of lightning, but no severe weather is expected to be ongoing at this time. But we'll see how things shake out as we go throughout the next little while here. Here's the big picture once again before we go back to our loop, and we'll come back into the stream here, the chat, and our discussion, and also on the TV side if we get more warnings here. So things have kind of pulsed down just a little bit here this evening, and that's certainly good news. Let's go over to our other looping radar, and we will suspend our talking part of the live stream right now. So our digital desk downstairs, just keep the loop going. I'm going to mute my mic here, and we will be on the loop here for the near term, and we'll come back when we get some new warning information. Have a great night.